Land flipping burnout was absolutely killing me up until the point where I would wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and just be in cold sweats, stressed out because I didn't know if that deal was gonna close next week or the week after that. And this is something I see so many people struggling with. I was burned out, I was in crippling stress until I found this one secret. And in this video today, I'm gonna tell you that one secret and exactly how you can use it to scale your land flipping business out of the depths of nothing. Scale out of feeling burned out of stress, scale out of your team being just completely disoriented and you being confused on why exactly your business is not scaling and why you're not doing the deals that you wanna do in 2026. So look, I used to be the guy that was doing these small desert square deals where I would make 3K, 4K, and it would take several days. It would take hundreds of days to actually get this deal done until I realized that quality meant everything. It's not about volume. It's not about how many deals you do. It's about the quality of the deals. It's about the size of the profit of these deals. Doing these smaller deals and doing all this volume led to me being extremely stressed out, led to me running a team that was disgruntled, disoriented, and didn't even want to do the business because it wasn't fun, it was monotonous, it was boring, and we were doing way too many deals for way too small profit, and the profit margins were extremely thin. It led to a bunch of meetings a week and where I didn't know why I was running the meetings or how I should be running the meetings, and I was just running them. And it also led to me paying employees $400, $500 a week sometimes, and they were not quality. They were not doing the work that they were supposed to be doing. In all cases, I was stuck. This was my everyday life early 2022. In fact, I almost quit the land flipping business. I didn't even want to run it anymore because I couldn't. I would wake up in cold sweats, I would be stressed out, and it wasn't working. But I needed to figure out something that was going to work. So you're in the exact same position I was, and you're working multiple hours a week. You're stressed out. This is the only thing that you're doing. The deals that you're supposed to be closing are not closing how they should be. They're not moving fast enough. You're paying your team. You see money going out of the door. You don't see any money coming in. And that's you, because all the advice that you're listening to, everyone that you're listening to is completely wrong. It's all wrong. It's not about volume. It's not about hire a bunch of people and delegate this and delegate that before you've mastered the process. In this video, I'm about to make two radical shifts in your business and in your life. And I'm gonna share with you the deal structure and the team management that allowed me to get my business out of this permanent purgatory and into persistent profitability. Let's talk about the first thing. This thing about small deals with high volume. My philosophy is that this is something we're not doing. We want to be focusing on big deals with low volume. And because you're going to be doing big deals with low volume, you're going to be a lot less stressed out. You'll have more time to focus on the quality of your marketing. You have more time to focus on the quality of your conversations, more time to focus on the quality of your follow-ups, your sales process, and so on. And I'll tell you, I used to do these small deals all the time, but it led to me making $3,000 in profit and doing 50, 60, 70, 100 hours of work. So when you look at the effective hourly rate, you might as well be working at McDonald's. And we're not doing this so that we can have a minimum wage job effectively. We're doing this so that we can actually build wealth and build cash flow into our business, into our lives. And these are deals where you're going to be doing anywhere from $30,000 in profit per more. You see, what starts to happen when you start to close deals like this is that you're able to comp your team a lot better. You are getting way more profit per deal. Brokers are happy to list these properties. The sellers are easier to deal with. The buyers are easier to deal with. You don't want to deal with these properties and where people are haggling you for $500 lower. I like to deal in properties and where the negotiation is, hey, I need $250,000 and I need to get the property under contract at $220,000. It's a lot easier to negotiate from $250 to $220 than it is $25 to $20. That's just a fact. So you want to be able to do deals like this, bigger deals, lower volume. The only reason why you're doing these small deals, and the only reason why you're doing smaller deals is because you think it's actually easier to do, when in fact, it is just not. It is so much easier to do the bigger deal than it is the smaller deal. Now, another reason why you're burned out is because you've probably heard that you need a team, and you've most likely prematurely hired your employees without actually having any systems in place for acquisitions, any systems in place for dispositions, any systems in place for transaction coordination. You likely don't have any best practices at all. Do you have, like, when you go into your business, when you actually onboard an employee, what is your process for onboarding them? How do you actually hire your employees? Most people do not do any of this. So when we hire people into our company, we have a very dense hiring process. The hiring process is that of 5 different steps. It starts with the application. We put something on the front end of the application to see if they're paying attention. And then we put something else to see if they're paying attention again. So we're looking for attention. I'm looking for if you're actually reading through the entire application. Most people just put up job postings and then hope to hire someone that has a good resume. I don't even look at the resume of most of my employees. I don't even look at their resume. I look to see if they paid attention to the instructions, because an employee that can follow an instruction is an employee that will go to war from you 10 times out of 10 times. An employee that does not follow instruction is one that will just drain your bank account week after week, month after month, and year after year. This is extremely important to understand, because if you are currently stuck in your land flipping business and you're running a team and you don't understand why your team is not producing anything, and you think that it was just something that you could hire and then you would just be able to go kick rocks on the beach, that's not how this works. You have to have an actual process for hiring employees, and you need to have a process for onboarding and training. The problem is, many of you will watch a video like this and then just think that you can go hire some VAs and that it's just gonna work out for you. That is not the case. It takes a lot to hire someone who is actually going to go in and go to war for your business and actually make the follow-up touch points and do everything that is required to do to run the business properly. And if you don't know where to hire these people from, if you don't know how to hire them, and if you haven't done it yourself, you will always struggle, no matter what anyone says. And because you're struggling, you will lead to burnout, and then you will want to quit the business. That is how this works. I've seen it happen like clockwork. So, if you're currently grinding small deals, your team is poor. You have a poor team management. You're doing all these meetings a week. You don't understand how many meetings you even need to be doing. I'm gonna share with you the framework that allowed me to get out of most of my meetings and just allowed me to essentially take anywhere from 1 to 2 meetings a week, depending on how busy we are at the time. On average, though, we take about 2 meetings per week. Now, I'm at the point where I am really the overseer in my business, and I'm currently training someone to essentially run all of the operations, and they're doing about 60% of it right now. I'm doing about 40% of it, and those are the tasks that I'm really holding on to because they're very difficult tasks. But we do 2 meetings a week: sales and deal reviews. Now, most of the time, I actually just take the deal review because I have someone else run the sales calls. I have them train, I have them give feedback, and so on and so forth. Now, with deal reviews, we go through every single lead in our pipeline. We break down what's going on with that deal. We break down how many follow-up touch points they are. We break down exactly what our goal is for that deal, what our plan is. We see if the market that we chose was the right market. We look at comparables. We go through everything. And so it's important for you as well to be able to audit your CRM as well. You don't understand why you're burned out. You don't understand why you want to quit, because a lot of the time, the deals that you see in your CRM, deals are not obvious at all. Deals are not obvious. Your deals are not gonna stand out on a green piece of paper and just say, hey, I'm a deal, I'm a deal. A lot of the times you actually have to work through these deals. You have to do due diligence. You have to go from $100,000 to $75,000 and negotiate down. And this is not something that's normal for people to do. And so since it's not normal for you to do, that is why you're struggling. That's why you feel burned out. You have to go through and evaluate what actual deals are quality deals. By quality deals, I mean that I want to be closing deals that don't have any floodplains, they're not landlocked, and if they are landlocked, then I want to see if I can get a legal easement to that property. They're not covered in wetlands, they're not sloped, and they don't have any environmental issues. These are all problems that I want to avoid. And as long as the property doesn't have any of these issues minus the easement, and I can't get an easement to a landlocked property, I don't want to deal with any of these kinds of things. So that leads me to focus on deals in where there's no floodplains, it's not landlocked, there's road frontage, you can hunt on it, you can build on it, you can camp on it, it has utility. These are properties that I want to be pursuing. If I'm pursuing properties with utility consistently, well then I'm going to be closing deals consistently. And so it's important for you to get this trash essentially out of your CRM. So if you have properties like this, well then those are not deals for you. You want to do deals and where they're quality deals. And most of the time, even when it's a quality deal, it may not be obvious because the seller is not going to overtly say all the time that they're ready to sell right then and there. You're going to have to work that lead a lot more for a much longer period of time. And that's okay. You see, most of the deals I've closed that have been really great deals, it wasn't obvious to me at first. It wasn't obvious to my team at first. But the more we persisted, the more we kept talking to the seller, the more we understood that this is going to be a deal that we're going to be able to close. Now, here's the thing. If you're doing all this in your business, what's going to start to happen is you're going to catch momentum. You're going to catch momentum, and then you're going to start closing deals. And then you will have this relaxation feeling. That's what's going to happen. It's happened to so many people. It's happened to me before. But it's extremely important to not stay in this relaxation phase. You want to catch momentum and double down on your business. Double down. So reinvest in the marketing, reinvest in the team, reinvest in better systems, go and see where you can repeat that success and how do you repeatedly do it over and over and over again. Listen, just because you made $100,000, $200,000 one time, that doesn't mean that you can do it 10 times or 15 times or 20 times if you don't follow that same process over and over and over again. Because this is a cycle. The cycle is this. You're burned out. You learn, you apply, you get momentum, and then you relax, and then you're burned out again. This is a cycle right here. So you can eliminate burnout by simply doing this. Learn, apply, momentum, cash flow, reinvest, and learn again. This is a cycle that I follow. Learn, apply, momentum, cash flow, invest. Learn, apply, momentum, cash flow, invest. You do that repeatedly, what will start to happen is you have the business that you always imagined you wanted to have. So it is also a very mentally tough game too. You have to understand that if you're not constantly learning, if you're not constantly applying, if you're not going through your CRM and looking at, okay, what's working, what's not working, are we following up with leads properly? Am I listening to sales calls? How many sales calls am I listening to? Am I having as many conversations as I possibly can? Am I working as many leads as I possibly can? How does my mail look? There are so many factors in the business that lead to success or catastrophic failure to the point where you're stressed out and on the verge of bankruptcy. There's literally only two options, either great success or catastrophic failure. And you have to choose great success. The only way to choose great success is to learn, apply, get the momentum, cash flow, and reinvest into the same cycle over and over again. And if you need help doing this in 2026 and beyond, and you want to avoid burnout, you are tired of not closing deals consistently, you don't have a full pipeline, you don't understand why you're not making $500,000 or more in your business, even though you feel like you've done everything right, feel free to apply to work with me in the link below, and my team and I will be happy to work with you to help you build, scale, and grow your land investing business in 2026 for you to live a peaceful, purposeful, and profitable life. I'll see you in the next video.